Hey guys,
Hi,
what's up?
Rachel.
It's Rachel and my amazing friend Devney. How you doing, Devney?
So good. We just came off of a call, a coaching call from Charmaine Stephens, and we were literally just talking about opening up about the amazing value that we carry in our journeys. Like we were opening up about never ever like being afraid to share it and being bold about it because it really has changed our lives. We've
Yeah,
and we were talking about our journeys, and for me, I am someone that is breaking off, just breaking bondages with this, and I
yeah,
want to bring it to my people. I'm done hiding it. I'm done making it feel like it's something small, because what
yeah,
it's doing right now in my life is it's letting me go to where I need to be. It's the very thing that is the solution to break me out of the banks of Sri Lanka. It broke me out of a terrible financial system. It broke me out of ever seeing the fixed income. And people are going through this. You guys that are
yeah.
tired and just of the same cycle of the same routines that never produce the results of a
Mhm.
bigger income. Like, this is the vehicle that we're going to be sharing about today, and it's amazing to just say I have the best water in the world. I have the best
Yes,
business model in this water, and I
yes,
gave up everything. Like, I almost gave up almost all of my inheritance to join this business, because staying in bondage is not worth this. It's not worth anything, and this
mm,
business is worth every single thing of what I'm doing. And yeah, Rachel, over
yes,
to you. Like, what came
yes.
up for you in the Zoom, like that? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So everything came up. I mentioned as I came in, I was like, I was just speaking to God about breakthrough. Like I was just like doing my journaling, closing out my day, and I was just seeing like something's gotta change. And everything that needed to be broken broke in that Zoom. And I was just seeing like a lot of lies that I lived under about my boldness, about my influence, about my energy, being able to like pour out and be bold in what I'm doing. And God called me. I titled this, "Are you done living under bondage? There is a way out now." That is what God has anointed me to do. Is I'm not content with any type of bondage, and I'm not supposed to let you be comfortable with it either. Like that's what I saw when I saw this vehicle. When I saw Enagic, I saw it was worth searching out for a loan. I searched for 9 months, and at the end of the day, my amazing friend gave me a loan off of her 401k. And I'm like, I'm going to bless you with even more than what I've loaned to start this, because that's what I knew this was. I knew it was a freedom vehicle. And that is the conviction that God is showing me, that that's the energy I'm supposed to walk in. And she just absolutely broke off of me all of this false humility and all this like tiptoeing around and all this stuff. Is like, no, like we really have a
Yes.
solution. My job to embody that solution, to not let anybody unsee it. And it solved problems for me. And I'm the one to be speaking to you about it being the solution in your life. And if I suppress my what I see, if I suppress my vision, if I suppress what God showed me, then that kills it all. Like I will sabotage everything that God wants to do in my life, what God wants to do in other people's life. And that is our calling. Like I've known I've been called to
Yes.
business since the beginning. Like the counselors in school tried to send me to college. I was like, no, that ain't my path. I've seen something else. I can't unsee it. And I just hunted that down. I just never stopped. I kept going. Even though I had so much bondage, I always felt like I was in a straitjacket, but I knew I had to follow the path that God showed me. And then when God showed me this vehicle, like I dropped everything. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that I heard God. And in no way would I think like, oh, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna find, like I went in all in. Like I was like, I need $18,000, because I see the impact of what can happen financially when you go all in. Whenever you begin to really be the influence that you're created to be, like literally exponential finances. If you've ever
Yes.
felt to make a difference in any area of other people's lives, if you have vision, like wouldn't you go all in so that you can have the impact that you know you're born to make? So that
Yes.
was just so question to me. I was like, I'm gonna find the money. I went to I went like to the first, it was honestly like God took me on a path. I was like, I had to close a door, I had to go and ask, and I got a no. And then another person, God dropped another name. And that was a journey of refinement to just like see my resolve around this. And then from there, like I had another friend that she was like, I heard that that was an option, but like I waited. I was just like, I went from person to person to person to person. And by the summer, like the timing of it just worked
Yes.
out perfect. When I came back to her, it was just like perfect alignment for her to be able to give me that loan, for me to start my business, for Isaiah to start. Like when he was seeing this, I was sharing it with y'all, and Isaiah got started. And like we literally started together. And that's what led to me being able to go to Kenya. I knew that trip was coming up, and like all the finances to actually be gone for almost a month. Like God totally blessed us in this business that in less than
Yes,
my
this
first 2 weeks,
business.
I made $10,000, and that set me free. I was an Uber driver for 2 years. I was straight attached to my car, and I never
Yes.
drove Uber again from the moment I started this business. I made a post, and I was like, I took a picture of all my like DoorDash bags and was like, bye y'all. Like, so, and I just knew what this was.
She's not Ubering
Hey,
again.
Isaiah.
She's
Isaiah's
got
in
a
the
new vehicle, a vehicle of freedom.
house.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's my journey. Like
Yeah.
that was the beginning for me. And God's just been showing me that with the vision that God gave me, I have to steward that. I have to walk in that. And there's a calling attached to this. So if I hide from any part of myself, if I hide from my heart, the heart of God for people, if I'm tiptoeing around them and I'm supposed to be activating them, that's what God convicted me of today. To realize that I'm supposed to be bold. I'm not supposed to let people be comfortable with not fulfilling their dreams, with everything that God gave them. And they're just like,
Yes.
just sitting over there. Yeah, it's one day. It's like, no, I'm supposed to literally be about that. That is who I am to the people that God has sent me to.
Mm.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
what's on
Like,
my
how many times are you gonna live? Yes, exactly. Like, how many times are you gonna live without actually living, and then saying you're tired of everything but not really doing it? Like doing the thing
yeah.
that it's the same fixed income, it's the same fixed loans or the debts that you know you need to pay off, but then you're holding it off and then settling for like some kind of job that's like minimum wage. My minimum wage in Sri Lanka was 1,000, like it was Canadian workers pay for a day for an entire month. That's what, about like like $100-$200 for an entire month. Was I going to
Yeah.
settle for that? No, I'm not going to settle for that. I wanted it out from this country so bad that God just brought this vehicle and I had to say yes. I didn't just sit on my debt. I mean, I didn't just sit on the inheritance money that I had. That was like $25,000. That was all I had, about like around 36. Out of that, I spent around 25K for this, because I wasn't going to sit on like a stale income. This is not stability, to just not grow your income. You're meant to
Right.
use
Let's
it.
talk
And then
about it.
in this right, like, and the
Yeah.
reason why I even joined this business, like, is because I have a future fiance that I'm getting to in Canada. And I
Yeah.
don't want to take 100 years to get to him. If you guys have people in your life, loved ones that you're actually like waiting to go kiss and hug, and you know you have like a destiny in that country, what are you waiting for? If you're called to these arts and these crafts and these musical things and creative projects, and you're sitting on waiting for someone else to bring you the finances. Nobody brought me the finances. Everybody was going against me when I did this. Everybody that I knew, and the only support I had gotten at that time was from Rachel's upline and Rachel and like my team members to be. And it's like I'm at the other side now. I understand the pain of the system that keeps people completely blocked from ever seeing a stable life in the things that they can build. And this is what this business is doing for me and to me. It's a vehicle. It's this it has the health benefits, like serious, like how long are we gonna keep paying so many bills, investing into our health, but then not bringing the income that we can create from that health piece. And this is the beauty of this vehicle. It enables you to make partnerships and then create like such amazing income that doesn't take you years and years and years to make. Like, that's why I love this, because it is an acceleration thing. And the moment I got free was when I joined. When I joined, I wasn't waking up constantly thinking I have to find another way. I have to like work to save up to move to a country, like. And then this vehicle is so potent to the point where, like, I know that it freed me from a financial system. It freed me from a system that said no to people that were starting initial businesses. But I started it internationally. You can go global with this thing. You can make connections from anywhere. Rachel is in Kenya right now. I'm in Sri Lanka. We're like, we're talking to you guys in America right now, right? Like, what is this business? This is genuinely something that connects you guys that are on a mission together. And I believe in it so much, to the point where even in your own, what can it do to your communities? If you're a part of a community and you want more changes to happen within everybody, like driving everybody, then this level of income is going to increase with everybody working together. It's incredible. We've heard of, Rachel, how much was it that somebody in Enagic made? There's somebody, like, you mentioned to me, like, on our call, somebody made like, there's billionaires.
Yeah.
And there's billionaires in this business. So yeah, that is like my boldness is not shying back when I see a problem in somebody's life that can be solved with this vehicle. It's like you don't have to market alone as well. Like, you have a team that you're marketing with. And I see how like individual businesses can skyrocket off, because in the Firestarters community, you build skills to do this. You build from a confidence. You build from a product that already works. And it's like, wow, you can then generate your income, and whoa, your time just freed up. Your time freed up to like not stress over any sort of creative projects that you were first depending an income over. You have this stable vehicle that's going to take you where you want to go. And my Enagic products right now are in Canada. And that's the level of belief that I had to bring this.
Like, for real.
Yeah, this way.
That's huge. I know, this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This way. And yeah, like,
I don't mean to interrupt you, but that's huge, right? When your nation won't allow your products to even be delivered without making you pay double. You put 25,000, you would pretty much have to pay 50,000 to get your products into your nation. That's
just to get my products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you started this business, rerouted your stuff, sent it to Isaiah so you could start your business.
There we go. There we go. Just so I can start.
Yeah.
That was getting free of bondage. So debt, you can get free of the debt bondage just by sitting in a loan is bondage for the rest of your life if you're slow drip trying to pay it off. But here you have voila, it's here on a platter right there, for you to like 10x your income. I mean, talk to Isaiah about it, but literally like pay it off like in one go with like one sale. That's so possible. And boom, you're debt free. You have overcome the system of bondage when you join this business. Like that's what we're about. That's what this mission is about. It's like, what areas are we speaking to that you've been in bondage in your life? And yeah, it's incredible. Like you wouldn't even feel yourself moving into hiding when you're in this business, because that's how big of a deal it is when you finally see yourself free. We're speaking to you from the other side because we know what it's done in our lives so far. And
So
like
let's talk about the solution that this business is. So there's people stuck in college debt. There's people stuck in jobs that they're not passionate about. They don't have time with their family. They've got dreams in them that they're not feeding. And their voice is not getting out. That's one of the biggest things. Let me talk from my own journey. Like literally, this is I have lived straitjacketed for my whole life. Like my whole life. I don't have memories. Like it was so young. I didn't have the freedom to be me in public most of my life. And this journey of getting back on the path of my purpose. What am I born to do? What is my voice meant for? And at the core of it is to break bondages. I can't sit with bondage and be like, oh, let's just put it under the rug. That's the point that I want to make, is that our voice has a purpose. There's a reason we're here. And that's why I champion entrepreneurship. And that's also why I knew I was called to this space. But I always felt if I put people in the wrong vehicle, where it's like, oh, we're trucking along. I'm like, hey, y'all, come get in the car. Come get in the car. And there's only 6 seats. Now I'm like, nobody else can get in the car. I'm sorry. You gotta stay over there. I'm sorry. I can't help you. Limitation matters, right? Is your vehicle freedom if you freak your cap out of nowhere? Oh, you can't leave your nation. Oh, you can't make more than this much. Oh, yeah, like all these different things.
Yeah, like if you can't make this much, or like you're sacrificing time with your family just to get to work, and sacrificing your sleep, your mental health. Is that truly like just constantly on the grind? You're saying that you're missing vacations and you always want to go on vacation like the next year and the next year. How are you delaying it? Why are you delaying it? If that vehicle that you're currently in is so stable, and that this business can actually, like with Enagic, you have a full freedom of time. You have that entire time freedom to create what your voice is meant to create, and then actually like use that story of yours, what Enagic gave you, to then be the solution to somebody else. Like what we're seeing right now is we're coming from this lived experience of not settling for waking up every day in a painful situation anymore. We took action, and we're sharing this with you because this is a point of entrepreneurship empowerment where it's in such a big community. It's like it's in this community of Firestarters. Like I say big because I see the vision as big.
It is.
Like Rachel founded. Yes, that Rachel founded. Thank you. And it's like perfect for some. I didn't know business. I didn't know. I just went off of a word of God. I just went off of a Holy Spirit's word when she said I didn't know business, but I knew that I'm allowed to have a license to sell these products and then make income globally. Like, so even though Sri Lanka couldn't receive the products, even though the country that you're in right now is like, if it's not open, you can sell it to other countries. Think about that. There's your market is the entire world. Who doesn't need health products? Who doesn't need like another like source of income? Water. Who doesn't want this? Water? Like it's and And like Rachel, honestly, when I'm ready to go to Canada and then like just drink that water and like see how good it tastes. But Rachel tells me almost every day that we've like been on calls that this is the best water in the entire world. And yeah, it truly is, just because of how unique it is. It's a business. It's a business in a box. It's a starter business. And it doesn't matter if you don't know your brand. Like, I personally am here for just talking about the products and sharing like the solution that it is to me, and reconnecting with that every day. It's like I wanted to there's so many things that I wanted to say growing up. I talked about this before, but I was someone that was just didn't want to public speak, but I was drawn to it. So I joined a public speaking competition and my words just got stuck. And I just like walked off the stage and I decided to never pursue that skill again. Why am I sharing this? Because in when in Firestarters, like what we do is we literally begin to train those skills to share what we have of value with others. And it's an amazing journey that Rachel and I are like walking together to, like of of actually being able to communicate the value of what we're seeing in the products, what we're seeing in this business, what it did for us.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about skill sets, because the realism of business is you need to grow, you need to learn, you need to practice. You need to practice owning what you know, what you believe, and communicating that belief to other people. So business, this is the empowerment that comes on the journey. And that's why I love us growing together, that we can be a mirror to each other, to be honest to each other, that we activate things in one another. That it's almost like our presence call out what we're not, so what we are can come forth. That's the heart of Firestarters. That as we commune together, I have the initial onboarding training to really like give you that chiropractic adjustment to like get in the mindset of the entrepreneur, the heart of the entrepreneur, what the work is, what does ownership look like, what is stewardship over your vision, over what God has shown you, your why. Why did you enter into this? Being able to lock into that and to speak from that place and to do your marketing from that honest why. Like, it was a solution to you, and then it's a solution to others, and walking in that calling of bringing that forth. And that's the thing about entrepreneurship, is that we are the solution. That's the whole calling of it, is you have to realize you are created as the solution. Even in the kingdom, you're supposed to be making a difference in the world. So if you have an aversion to entrepreneurship, aversion to taking something that is a solution to a problem and bringing it to people who need it, you have an aversion to the gospel. You have an aversion to your calling. And that's the reality.
Yes,
like, that's not
talk about it.
I literally see that within myself, is that I'm out of alignment within myself. I'm not okay with my calling, and I'm wrestling with it. I haven't said yes to God, because the reality is we're all supposed to be a solution. And I notice in perfectionism and making things way more complicated than it actually is, get in my head and I'm like, oh, how do I say this? Oh, how do I make sure I get a yes from this person? Oh, I don't want to get rejected. And it's reality, is all of that is actually just a total distraction.
Yes.
I am supposed to just be what I am. I'm supposed to carry the essence. I'm supposed to bring what I am to market. I'm supposed to bring the product to market. It's a solution. Like, the Kangen water has been around for over 50 years. It's global. It's everywhere. It's in hospitals. It's in homes. It is a solution. It is the best water, literally.
It is.
It's true alkaline water. It's actually living water. It has the greatest antioxidant known to mankind. It is the most powerful antioxidant. So that's literally healing your body. That's literally regenerating your cells. So like when you cut an apple and you see it dying, that's oxidation. So it's the most powerful antioxidant in the world. You drink the water, you're literally regenerating your cells. It literally also has a negative electrical charge. So we need that electricity. We need a current in us. Our blood needs that. Everything's clumping together if we don't have that living water. So you can literally see the blood test of like the body starting to move. The blood is pumping, and we're healthier when we have that electrical charge. So it's literally like, not to make health claims, but literally the directors of cancer research institutes recommend this water to their patients. They're like, it's the only water they drink. And people, it's just like, seriously,
Wow.
your body what it needs. The things that happen because your body was deficient, because it was toxic, because it had all this stuff.
Wow.
You literally
Yeah,
to give
imagine
it
this.
living water. Yeah. What
Yeah,
were you saying?
exactly. Like Rachel, seriously, thank you for that, like that amazing analogy of what the water is. It's like, imagine if you had two houses and you had a really, really shabby house, and then you had like a really pristine, amazing like mansion, and then you choose to live in that mansion, you choose to live in that shabby, broken down, haunted house looking place. And that's and what literally, like what that water, like the oxidation process is, it
Yeah.
it slows down that sort of like rusty breaking down of the house, and then it puts your body into the environment of like, hey, your the health stuff even is, it's meant to give you that in the ideal environment
Yeah.
that our current environment is lacking short of. So it's not just
Yeah.
the water, it's also the EMF rays, or the EMF emissions that are out in the environment. And the more,
Our
and
infrared
what Rachel
devices.
just did is made you guys aware. Yes,
Mhm.
like what about athletes? Why do athletes drink this water? Like why have they chosen this? It's because they know their body is optimally going to be fueled by this stuff. Why would we settle for junk? Settle for like Why would we settle for like junk food every single day if we have the option of an amazing grocery store? And it's like, this is the premium water that is actually designed for our bodies to absorb. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
water, everything that this company produces is for our wellness.
Mhm.
It's producing it for actually experience a restful life. Imagine if that's their goal. Like,
Mhm.
even in the wellness side, I'm I'm honored to be a distributor of like Kangen water, and it's time to own it for myself too. It's like, it's time to be like, oh my
Mhm.
gosh, yes, finally,
Mhm.
like, and
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
honestly, Rachel, like, yeah, thank you so much. Like, thank you so much for sharing this opportunity with Isaiah, with me. Like it's amazing, because had we not had this, then how many more years would it have taken us to reach the financial goals that we wanted to
Mhm.
reunite together, to work
Yeah.
together, even if since our calling is even in business, like,
Yeah.
it's time to stop delaying, like with it's
Yeah.
yeah, because we because if my country tried to stop me from getting into debt. Sorry, if my country tried to stop me from moving in freedom and then failed, then the debt you're in can't even like come close to
Yeah.
stopping you from your freedom. And it's
Mhm.
just a matter of a timing
Mhm.
of starting,
Yeah.
and like and and
If you
and
see it,
literally it's
if you can see it for yourself, invest in yourself. That's what it is. When
yes.
you decide to be who you've seen yourself to be, meaning if you see somebody was successful at something, you feel drawn to something. The moment you decide it's for me, it is for you. That's the faith. And that's the choice to enter into it. You're saying, I'm no longer comfortable with being who I've been. I'm no longer comfortable with telling myself a story that keeps me content in a place I'm not meant to live. You shouldn't make a season into a lifetime. And if it's time to move, you got to move. And I moved and getting a loan from someone
Mm,
else because I knew what God was calling me to do and I knew I was worth it. I knew that what God was going to do in me was worth going into debt because it's not a negative. That is my That's me being catapulted into the will of God. So just like the parable of the talents, they started with something that was poured into them. That's what God is calling us to do. Will you step
Wow.
into it? Will you receive my provision however it comes? Or are you going to be hesitant and you're going to wait? You're going to wait for this perfect scenario when you got like this extra money that ain't ever happened. And that's why it's like a year later and you still ain't done it, because that ain't the path that God has for you. So you don't have the faith and you don't believe, and you're trying to move at the pace of security and not the voice of God. And that's the reality, because God is calling us to trust the Spirit in us and let it out. Whenever I actually agree with God and I choose to do and be what God has called me to be to other people, to be the voice that I'm meant to be, I will be successful. And that's the part that convicted me. I'm realizing like, oh, I'm hiding. I'm hiding in perfectionism. I'm trying to get it right. I don't want to offend you. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, because I think that's the path. That's the way I'm going to get there. That's the way we're all going to get there. If nobody's uncomfortable, that's how we're going to create a. And God didn't
Yeah, like
call
if
Firestarters.
we're
God
on
didn't
our
make
tiptoes.
Firestarters to just like be these little bitty embers tiptoeing around and like putting water on people and then lighting the flame again. And it's like it ain't gonna go nowhere. So that's what God's
Yeah,
showing me.
it's just
Yeah.
we need to be we're burners. Like we burn, and
Yeah.
we run with like a flame that's in one accord. And that's what's so powerful. It's like, hey, I got this product, this is what it does, this is the business side of it, this is the health side of it. And they share it in their own way. Like you share your own breakthrough with it, and your breakthrough is going to that breakthrough into freedom is going to activate there's someone waiting for your voice to share this entire vehicle and this business with someone that is in a part of your destiny too. And
Yes.
why wait any longer and delay the partnerships that are designed for you? Like Rachel and I were destined to be in this like Firestarters partnership. I had to like literally get myself self-delivered to honor the vehicle that God gave me. Like I couldn't play small anymore. Yeah, shout out to Nelson Castille's Patreon, where like the free deliverance courses. But I was delaying it for even 2 months. But the whole point of that is so that this vehicle is meant to be shared. It's so potent. It's something that when people work together to build this, the results will be like massive. It has a massive impact and income on communities.
Yes.
It can move like communities into like systemic change. That's how big this thing is, because we got out of the system, we can get other people out of the system too. So yeah, like this is what it is, like finally breaking the pain points, finally like sharing my own thing, so that you know I, I can like bluntly said call it out in you and bring the solution to you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about systemic bondage, national bondage, community bondage, family bondage. All of these things is
Mhm.
connected to finances. Do you know how like jacked up societies are because people won't invest in them? Or they invest on this side of the tracks and
Yeah.
not that side of the tracks. Money circulates in the same
Mm.
circles. No compassion. We talked about this last time I was in Kenya. We started kind of like bringing this topic out when I was in Kenya in
Mhm.
September. Now
Mhm.
I live here. But that's the importance of people getting in business. Like if we don't start taking responsibility for things in the world, they will never change. Like that's the reality. We're supposed to be financing the things that need to change. And we need to talk about the problems and we need to
Mhm.
be the solution. There is endless wealth to supply everything that needs to be done in the world. The sons of God are not in position to bring the wealth into the world and to move it where it needs to go. And that's why a vehicle like Enagic with no income cap is extremely important for any visionary. If you want to create a movement and create change, you need to have something that is in high demand everywhere. People are uneducated, so they don't know they need our product, but they need it. Everyone needs it. I can confidently say there is no person on the planet that doesn't need Kangen water. There's a market.
Yes.
The American market only has 2% saturation. Who wants to take over the nation and bring the water to the nation? Because America is like the last on the list to find out about the Kangen water. It's been around for over 50 years, based in Japan. It's everywhere. So the idea of just that alone, there's people who need it everywhere. There's people who can't afford it. And there's tons of people who can't afford it and don't know about it. So a wide open market. If you want to be able to have a business that can facilitate other businesses, that can facilitate whatever you can dream your mind to do, you got to have a vehicle. Like how I started out saying, you don't need a vehicle that only got 6 seats in it and you need to pick up 18 people. You've run into a problem, you know, like you, or
This
it
picks up
needs
unlimited people.
unlimited people. Yeah. If there's people, yeah. Some people need a financier. I needed that. I didn't have the money. Someone gave me a loan off of their 401k to start my business. So does everyone need the water? Yes. Can everybody pay for the water? Those that can, buy it, and those that can't, buy one for those who can't afford it. Like, that's the reality of, like, the kingdom is about making sure all the needs are met. And that's something I want to, if I'm part of it, I know I'm called. Yeah, you go.
No, you go. You finish. Yeah, finish what you had to say.
I was saying, I know that I was called in this space. Like, literally, I found network marketing when I was like 16, 17. I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is the leadership vehicle to launch entrepreneurs. This is how people get in their calling. This is how they embody their energy, how they begin to get out of fear and really be the voice that they're called to be. And this will unlock everything that they're called to do. They will learn marketing, they will learn networking, and they will be able to sell everything else that they're called to do. If you're called to make music, if you're called to make an album, you can make your album and you can sell your album and you can get it out and you can become as famous as you want to because you learned how to market yourself. I wrote visions about this over 10 years ago. I wrote 14 pages about these online communities I would have in the network marketing space. And I never found the right vehicle to plant that vision and partner it. And that's what Firestarters is, partner with Enagic, and a limitless vehicle for all that every person's vision. If you want to walk here and grow, all you got to simply do is buy a product and you're licensed to sell for life. You're in the Firestarters community to grow together, to literally be the training ground of entrepreneurship. And we literally, we honor the Spirit of God. We honor the 7 spirits of God. You need wisdom. Hey, Spirit of wisdom, teach us. Spirit of counsel, teach us. Like, we literally honor the divine being that we each are. Like, I'm not the super person who's like, y'all all following me. I will absolutely pour out, and I've created onboarding training. I've poured out everything I know, and I'll continue to update and create more training. But like, we are all getting activated, and we're all pouring in what God is doing. And that's the heart. That's the heart of Firestarters, and it needed to be partnered with a vehicle that was not limited. That what I know I'm called to do is the foundation for all the other things that I do, and it can be the foundation for all that you're called to do. It could be the place where you begin to actually use your time on what you're created for. Literally, we live so disjointed, and I'm over here because I need to make this money. I'm stuck in this nation because I don't want to leave my job, and God's actually calling me to be over here. But that's scary. So if I take that step, what if I fail? What if I don't get a sale? This is all the stuff. If you entertain not getting a sale, you never will. You have to literally believe, I will absolutely make my money back. No doubt about it. No matter how long it takes, no matter what's got to change in my life, this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm betting on myself. There's no other energy that leads to success. So you have to break the partnership you have with all of that. So, yeah.
Yes, and I just
I
want
pass
to
the floor.
advocate for Rachel right here. If it seriously like seriously like the training in Firestarters, the onboarding is what activated my spirit-led voice to this degree. To begin to like listen and then create from that real voice. Like what surrender like am I going through? Almost every onboarding video that I was doing, I was going through the exact same breakthrough in that moment. It's like I was getting breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. And you're not left alone in this journey. Like it's such a entrepreneurship is such a divine journey too, because you come face to face with everything that you're removing. And entrepreneurship alone can be a lot. I confidently say that working together is twice as fun, twice as fast as seeing trying to see your own patterns, your own self. It's like I see like a mirror of my patterns when I'm like with Rachel. And we were like divinely led into a moment of learning this new skill in Firestarters. And like that's the level of collaboration this isn't a hierarchy thing. This is true lifelong collaborations. And
Yes.
as someone who's just starting out in business, this is such a good business pack, like such an amazing starter skill thing, because it's the skill of communication that will allow you, and it's you that the person is actually going to be receiving the delivery of what what you have as a solution. And that's the skill that like that's the main skill. It's like I'm the one getting in the way of a sale, not the product or the not the product or like the business value it has. The value stays the same. How well am I communicating it to you guys? And
Yeah.
that an essential skill will transfer to like what Rachel said, like when you move into music, when you move into like your own like brand of what you begin to create, the architecture, the the community building, the every kind of service that you're qualified to provide. But how is your vision going to get out if we don't put ourselves out there through networking? And this business of Enagic is what is actually like it set me free to go and share the solution. Once you have the solution, you can't stop you can't stop talking about it. And
Yeah.
it's such a like level of, like Rachel was saying, such a level of responsibility that we are taking for the outcome. Isn't
Yes.
that beautiful? Nothing is
Yes.
out, that means nothing is outside of your control. Nothing, because you've taken that responsibility. But hey, if I'm playing small, how many things that am I putting into my own uh, how many things am I putting in my consciousness outside of my control, or like putting it like as though I'm subject to that? Like
Mhm.
this amazing opportunity, it's something that really aligned my authority and my identity, feeding back into and into and out into my identity, into my authority, into my and
Yeah.
yeah, like it's amazing to be a leader with other leaders like that. And me and Rachel's like base is the Enagic Kangen water
Mhm.
business. And
Mhm.
when we're learning the skills, we're sharing commonalities. Like this is the base of this is the base of our first step into like a truly different life, and we get to share that with each other. And yeah,
Yes.
like we welcome you, we welcome you to like take action, to finally see what you're seeing right now as we're talking.
Mhm.
So yeah, Rachel has a masterclass explaining more about the products more in detail. And yeah, go watch the masterclass to learn what kind of business pack is suitable for you. and
Mhm.
and even just joining the fire, then you then reach out to Rachel or me, and then we begin to to incorporate you and take you through into the Firestarters community, the training and all of that. And we cannot wait to welcome you into your freedom. So yeah, just drop a yes in the chat for the Firestarters Masterclass.
I
And
actually just
yeah,
dropped the
like
link.
honestly,
Yeah, I had one person ask about, how much does it cost? And I dropped the link. So if you click that, it's going to show you all of our starting options. It's going to explain everything about the products, what options you can start with. We have in-house financing, different options. So just reach out. If you're connected with Devney, reach out to her. If you're connected to me, reach out to me if you got any questions. And we are so excited to partner with you and to help you get started on what you know God has called you to do. Like if you have vision for anything, literally, this is a vehicle that can take you there. So yeah, we're here to support you along the way. And we're so excited. So yeah, whatever it is that you have in your heart to accomplish, we want to hear from you. We want to walk with you. We want to help you grow into that, because the journey of entrepreneurship, it is skill sets that you're working on. It's you stepping into who you're called to. And that's what we're here to do. Like, is not to let you be comfortable with anything less than that. That's the space that our community is. And the more God is breaking stuff off of us, literally the spirit's going to break what you need broken as well. That's what I've put my confidence in. Firestarters is about making room for the spirit to do her work, for Holy Spirit to have her way in all of our lives. And that's a foundation that we have here, that God gave me real clear instructions. Like, I had to build this community to host the presence of God, to host the wisdom of God, to receive the downloads, that we rise up, not in some pride of like what I know. I'm constantly being informed of new things. Like, it's just constant innovation. Like, I don't ever want to be so locked into what I think, that I want to always be able to identify, like, okay, God showed me this, therefore it's true. And everything else isn't. And that's how God is training me in business. God is training me where to go, where to click into this. Somebody carries this, I want to honor that in our space. And that's one thing, like, I've loved about the training with Charmaine right now. Like, we're both in Charmaine's coaching right now. We came off of her call, and what's happening in that space has absolutely just gave me what I needed. I was like, oh my God, whatever this bondage was, whatever this thing I've been living under, she literally just liberated the moment. I was like, thank you for giving me the permission to get out of these lies I've been living in. That is the heart of Firestarters. Firestarters means I honor your flame. We need your flame here. We want your flame. We want it to affect here. So every person that comes into Firestarters,
we want it.
It's a new addiction, and we all are being refined by each other's flame. The refinement is real. Like, me and Devney, we've started meeting 5 days a week. Like, we start our day with each other. We're in similar time zones. So I'm in Kenya, she's in Sri Lanka. So like, I'm like, I want the mirror of fellowship to be right up on me like this. And I want to work on skill sets. I want to see how I speak. I want to break the fear off. And that's what it's like going be in Charmaine's space. It was like, what do I need to see? What needs to shift? What fear have I been hiding behind? Because the calling of business is literally bring the solution, like, to stay on it. Like, I so love how she emphasizes visibility. Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Be consistent, be consistent. Who has God sent you to? What solution is your product to people? To what people, like, what is your product solve for people? You need to be speaking about it. I need to be present in that. Like, that's my calling. Like, why did God put me in business if I won't actually go to the people who need what I have? And truly, entrepreneurship, that's what I love about the network marketing model, is that literally it activates people in their purpose. We're supposed to be moving in the energy of being the solution. Yeshua came to awaken us back to that reality. He shed his blood for us to come out of the consciousness of sin, of death, of condemnation, of shame, of guilt, regret, all that stuff. When you take all that stuff off of a person, what is left? You're the temple of God. You're the one If you see a problem in the world, you're supposed to go and manifest a solution through you, because heaven is on the inside of you. So if infinite provision lives on the inside of you, why are you broke? Why aren't you getting sales?
Whoa, that's
You've
good.
been sent in a kind. I had to face that within myself. What thing within myself am I out of alignment with that I can't call the people I'm divinely aligned to partner with, and I can't get us to partner together? I just leave them where they at. I don't check back in on them. You know,
Mm.
I'm
It's
caught
like,
up
no,
in
the
my
follow-up
stuff.
is, it's, yeah, like Rachel brings up like a really good point. Like, why am I not following up with the person I know is suffering from
Yes.
the same routines, the same repeatability? It's like we are meant to be a solution. And you know those dreams that you had as a kid, you know all those like amazing innovations that you had. Well, that kid knew that they didn't want to do it someday, they wanted to like start like right now. Like it doesn't matter if you got that cardboard box and you just started cutting it out and being like, oh, I'm gonna make a spaceship, oh, and fly like to Mars. Like you, hey, that was action taking. You as kids are entrepreneurs, man. Like what
Yes.
happened? Why the delay? What did society tell you? Like, oh, stay safe, no to this, no, nobody's gonna buy that, nobody's gonna say this and this. Whose voice are you listening to?
Yes.
So really, like, make a decision today about what vision and what entrepreneurial dream is inside of you to come out and to be poured into the world. And for that,
Yeah.
when you give, you literally are giving incredible, massive value. Like that, what is that investment? It's you taking the time to incorporate those skills so that your own vision can be birthed into the world. People need your
Yeah.
vision. Like people want it. People want this vision of yours. Like it's something that's supposed to come into their lives so that it can have massive effects. And you need a you actually, you need finances, right? You need finances. But
Talk about it.
what you want is genuinely like this accelerated increase of how
Yeah.
much you can have to be able to like fund it, not in like a not in 20 years, but like half the time, five
Yeah.
5 years of that time. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I love it. I like how you brought out, it's like the entrepreneur in all of us. I think like this is why I love the Enneagram so much. Like I'm a coach in the Enneagram. If anybody knows about that, it's actually how we met. Me and Debbie met because she booked a session with me,
I did.
and
Me
it's
and
just such a,
Isaiah both.
yeah, and Isaiah too. Yeah.
He referred
Oh,
me to Rachel first. So yeah, it's
yeah,
networking. It's all networking. Like even
yeah,
if you see this, right? I met her through her
yeah,
business.
yeah. Just so amazing. I brought up the Enneagram to say that this idea that people almost think like, the employee mindset, everybody thinks like, oh, 98% people are supposed to just go work for somebody else and forward their vision, as though like, oh, that's not for me. That's not for me. It's like the idea like, when you see people that need healing, you're just like, oh, bless you. I hope you get better. Instead of us thinking like, no, I'm supposed to learn how to heal you. I'm supposed to start taking responsibility for healing. I think in the same way, the reason entrepreneurship is such a like a niche thing people think is because we've walked away from what we were really sent here to do. I really believe that every single gift in us should be brought to market. Like every gift God
Mm,
gave us is for someone else. If you can't network and if you can't market that gift to someone else, you're unsuccessful at the reason you were sent to earth. Like we have to just not
wow.
lie to ourselves. That's the actual truth. I
Mhm.
just started stewarding the fact that I'm supposed to be writing music. Just started this year. I started since being in Cameroon. So literally a couple months ago, I'm writing songs now. I'm realizing like, okay, I need to do something with the gift and the assignment. I can't just shrink it down and be like, oh, I'm just going to do kumbaya in a church somewhere. It's like, no, like whatever the vision is, whatever the calling is, you have to get it from here to here. And if you think it's because you need some not a producer, but like a label, you got to be in Hollywood. We almost think like, if I don't catch this break from this big person, people feel like, oh, I'm gonna have to sell my soul to do that. No, you need to just say yes, and God will connect you to all the resources to get it done. But ultimately, like, that's the actual calling. It's like, when you come to earth, you have a gift, you have a purpose, and you're supposed to market that gift. You're supposed to connect with other people so that you can be successful. If you don't use your gift, that's why you're poor. That's why you're dependent on a system. That's why you can't leave your nation. That's why you're stuck somewhere you're not, because you haven't stewarded the gifts that God has given you. You haven't networked. You haven't learned how to market. You haven't noticed how your communication sucks. That's what
we're like, okay, we got to get better at our communication, because it is an ability. Like, it really is an ability. It's just we got to level up our skill from like that 0 to, all the way up, and it's an equal skill that everybody has. And I used to, like, in my journey, I used to think that some people were more talented than others. So then I just backed away from, I gave myself the energy of excuse and disappointment to not go after the thing that was like really stirring in my heart. So like right now it's like brought back to me. And like what Rachel said, it's like, it was so powerful when she said that, hey, if you're not using your gifts, that's how you stay poor. And yeah, it's like, do you want to break those generational curses and actually like just say enough is enough? I'm the one that's gonna move my family into like wealth, into that consciousness of wealth, and even like bring business into it's a family business. Bring business into the family. We've grown up thinking that, oh my gosh, business is this like schemy thing, but it's not. It's really like, when I finally understood what true business is, where as I was being like, as I'm in Firestarters, and like as we're like led by the Spirit, it's like, you embody yourself as the solution. Yeshua sees us as the solution to a problem. Like, it's in our identity. So this is literally like an awakening into like, I'm still in my premature stages in my sonship journey, but what this vehicle is for me to steward my relationships, my networks, my business partners, my skill sets for what is to come. So this could be a preparation vehicle for you. It's a preparation for what is going to be unlocked further and further in you as you go higher and higher and higher. So this business is literally a level up. There's so many comforts that like keep breaking off when you put yourself in the fire. That's why like me and Rachel, like, we decided to meet every single day for like Monday to Friday. And I knew like, hey, I can't skip a day. It's that part of that embodiment. It's like every day I come, it's like I'm saying yes to my vehicle. I'm saying yes to my mission. I'm saying yes to, I walk in it, versus coming online. And then in my own journey, I've seen that I've like looked at, I've wanted to post content, but in the content I'm hiding because I'm barely talking about the product. I'm barely talking about what set me free, what was given to me as a gift. And so it's every single day is like accountability to what we're given. And it's amazing. It's amazing, Rach.
I love this so much. I'm looking at the time and I'm like, hey, let's keep this under an hour. I'm thinking to myself. So I just bless you guys. If you resonated with this, reach out to either one of us. We would love to speak to you, to hear your heart, hear what you want in life, hear what God is stirring in you. And you can pick a package today. You can pick something that will work for you. Whatever your vision is, we got the full range. So if you're on the side of you want to go all in, go for it. If you're on the side of I ain't got no money at all, you can start with one product. You get a business license just the same. So we're here for you. Reach out to us, and we are here. We're going to be showing up regularly. And that's also, I got to keep in mind, when I'm talking to Devney, I could talk forever. So literally, we will be back. We will continue this conversation.
To be continued. And Yeah, like seriously, I congratulate you guys on your action taking.
Yeah.
Watching the masterclass is the first step. And yeah, like message Rachel or me, whoever you want to message. And seriously, like tell us what is stirring inside of you as you watch. What dream are you willing to bring out? What vision are you seeing that can, like, what areas of bondage do you see this
Yep.
like breaking in your life? Like, just, yeah, just share, like, come share. And yeah, we'll get you started right away.
We'll make it happen. Let's
We'll make
go.
it happen. Yes.
All right.
Mm.
Love you guys. And we will see you again. And thank you so much, Debbie. This was amazing. All right.
Yeah, I love you guys. I love you, Rach.
Love you
Mm.
too.
Bye bye.